so we are going to be looking at breaking the bloat. Now, no one likes to be bloated. We don't even like to think about it, but when you are bloated, you really want that relief. And so our team here at Roma Head has put together a blend to help you with that.
That's right. There's lots of reasons, as Jenny was explaining, why we might have bloating going on. It might be a combination of foods that we've eaten. Maybe we ate too fast even. That can cause bloating. And perhaps it's because as we were eating, a stressful situation or a stressful thought came up and it caused our stomachs to kind of clench up and not allow the normal digestive process to happen. And then we start getting bloated, which is air and gas that are trapped inside of our digestive system.
And no one wants that. So that's why we're looking at how to break that bloat with this particular recipe, where we are going to be working with 2 different essential oils in a carrier oil of jojoba. Our digestive system is so linked to our minds and every part of our terrain, especially when we are stressed. Our digestive system can often manifest those symptoms more than any other part of our body.
That's right. So supporting our whole terrain while we're supporting our digestive system is key.
If you could do us a favor and like this video and subscribe and hit that bell, that way more people will hear about what we're doing here, and we want to share these recipes with as many people as would like to have them. And so if you could like and subscribe and again hit that bell, we would love for you to do that. Right below where you're watching, there are links to lots of great aspects of tea time, good resources. We have a PDF with all of the recipes we're going to be blending with you. We also have a link to some great discounts over at Aromatics International for our Tea Time Season 7. Some amazing discounts that you're going to love. And if you would like to blend along with us, it's a great opportunity to grab that kit, get the PDF, and then you can make the blends as we go on our live events.
So our blend is 1 ounce of jojoba. It's a carrier. It's also called jojoba wax because it's actually a wax, but it looks like an oil. So jojoba oil, jojoba wax are really an interchangeable term that we use. And then in Roman chamomile, we'll be putting in 10 drops, and fennel, sweet fennel, we're putting in 5 drops. Now, a lot of you have probably heard about these 2 oils. These 2 oils are fantastic for helping to relax the spasm that's going on and to gently help the digestive system to be able to release all of that added bloat that's happening inside.
Absolutely.
So they're fantastic oils. Now, as we put these in fact, Jenny can put in our 1 ounce of jojoba oil for us.
I will go for it.
I'm going to explain a little bit of safety on the sweet fennel. So sweet fennel is good catch.
Thanks.
It's one of those oils that we keep and we use it on occasion. Now, a lot of you know that in a lot of cultures, Ayurvedic cultures and other ones, when you go out to eat at different restaurants that have hot foods, our Indian restaurants and even some of our Asian restaurants, they might have a blend that has fennel seed in it that you would chew after you eat to help with that digestive process. So this is the same concept that we use. So we use fennel on occasion. It's not one of our favorite ones to use on a daily basis, but for short terms to help us get through an issue of digestive discomfort specifically.
I love the aroma of fennel.
Now, some of our safety that we have with sweet fennel is that we should max it out at 2.5%. Now, to give you an idea, we're using 5 drops in this blend, which is a 1%. So we could actually double this if we were in dire need. You could actually double the drops and use it for a short period of time, which might be 2 or 3 days. You might only need to use it 1 time, right? So we'll put 5 drops.
5 drops of our sweet fennel into our jojoba.
Extra drop, which I did. I got 6 drops in there. You don't need to worry because, again, we can go up to 2.5, but we've capped it at 5 to 6 drops, which is a 1%. So even the 6 drops, we're still at the 1%. Now, sweet fennel has a 4-year shelf life, and it also helps with feelings of being stuck and maybe withdrawn. It helps to reduce that tension and even inhibitions that we might have with communication.
And I'm just curious, if you have sweet fennel in your aromatherapy toolkit, I'd love to know how you use your sweet fennel by popping that into the chat.
There's a little bit more safety that we have with sweet fennel. So we do not use it during pregnancy or breastfeeding. If there's any kind of a estrogen-related cancer or endometriosis, I would avoid the use of fennel. And we don't use it during labor, especially if we're progressing slowly. Not we, but the pregnant woman is progressing slowly. And we don't use this on young children, especially those under 5. Even in a diffuser, I would avoid sweet fennel. So it can inhibit blood clotting. And it should not be used if you're a diabetic or if you're on medication that is there to intentionally help coagulate your blood. Okay, so, and if you're on a blood thinner as well, you would want to avoid sweet fennel. So now remember, we're eating fennel, and so if you're pregnant, I would avoid that as well, to eat fennel. So most of our safety that we have is if you're ingesting fennel, but even so, it's one that we avoid with the issues that I have just talked about. Now, the reason why we avoid this before surgery is because it can thin the blood out somewhat, and we want it to be able to coagulate. We want it to, during a surgery and after surgery, we want the blood to be at its prime and do the things that it's supposed to do when it's doing its own wound mitigation, right? So those are the things to be aware of. Now, the reason why we use sweet fennel is just because we have these issues to be aware of, and if I am in this category, I would simply choose another oil.
Right.
We have a lot of oils that are great for digestion. I might put in cardamom instead of sweet fennel.
And Mina, our wonderful Mina, is recommending ginger as well. If fennel is not your favorite aroma, or you want to really make sure you're avoiding any kind of safety concerns if you are in any of the categories Karen just mentioned.
That's right. So as long as you're not in one of those categories and you're using fennel on occasion and under that 2.5%, you'll be just fine using fennel. So don't be afraid of your oils, just know the safety of your oils, right?
Yep, and these are just the general research-based guidelines, and of course we're all unique, and it's good to get to know your own body and how you react. So we're giving you the information that's available out there, and it's for you to take and apply to your own wellness.
That's right. So it is a phenomenal anti-spasmodic, which we many times need in our digestive system. Our second oil now, we're putting in twice the amount of drops. We're putting in 10 drops of our Roman chamomile. Just put that right. 1, 2, 3. And again, if you get a few extra drops, not to worry about it. This is a blend. It's a very gentle blend, the way that we have blended it. And Roman chamomile is probably the #1 oil for being an anti-spasmodic and helping to dissolve the gas, the air, the trappedness, to release to release and let go and let the air pass through unencumbered.
Thank you so much for joining us here. We are so excited again for this tea time, and we'll see you next week, same time, same place. So bye for now.